It's both the most stressful and the most fun part of the year.
It's 100%. These 2 weeks are the most fun, the hardest I'll ever work. Sorry, boss. 18-hour days, and we are just busting butt. You know, like 8 a.m. to midnight every single day. But I would not do it with anybody else. This is the best team to be on.
That's got to feel great to hear as well.
Yeah, it's good. I'll give you your $20 later.
Okay, thank you.
We're here in Season 6 of BattleBots with Team Hypershock. We've got Gary and Will. How's it going, guys?
Doing great. How you doing, Tyler?
Dude, so good. It has been amazing walking around the pits here, seeing all you guys doing your work today. How long have you guys been doing BattleBots?
I've been doing this for a long time. When I was a little kid, Team Loki from the original incarnation of the show worked with my dad, so I was like ogling at them like, oh my gosh, I need to build a BattleBot, this is amazing. And so I think when I was 12, I built my first proper robot for a BattleBots IQ competition. And ever since, I've been hooked. And so this is our 6th season on the reincarnation of the show, and loving it.
That's amazing. Gary?
Yeah, I'm more of a late bloomer. I started with Rotator in Season 2 of BattleBots on ABC. Yeah, Victor and I became friends. We built robots together.
And so I stole them.
Yeah, so Victor dropped me off in front of Will's door in a cardboard box. It was a dark and stormy night, and Will took me in, and I've been with Hypershock ever since, and I'm loving it.
That's so weird. That's how I got the job at HEXBUG. That's beautiful. Hypershock is a veteran at BattleBots at this point. Clearly one of the more beautiful BattleBots in the game.
Well, thank you.
How did you come up with the aesthetic for Hypershock?
It's a trick. So we have a designer on the team, Isaac Labarsky, and he's responsible for all the graphics, all the aesthetics. And so what he and I do is we go back and forth. He sketches something, I sketch something. He puts something in Blender, I figure it out in SolidWorks. And so we're going this back and forth, trying to make the least linear, least perpendicular, right angle, corners and everything. And we're trying to make it as cool and as interesting for us as possible.
Putting that kind of passion in something like this, it translates to the audience. Like, it becomes one of the more visually pleasing things to watch in the BattleBox. Hypershock has been around for a while now, and this being Season 6, what kind of upgrades are we looking at this year?
So year after year, we've always been plagued with little nitty-gritty problems here and there. And one of our issues or traits has been basically redesigning the thing from scratch every year, which is fun for us, but it doesn't always perform. So last year we said, okay, the motors and the controllers are good. Let's actually stick with those for once, and let's focus on hitting hard. So we got rid of the self-rider that wasn't working anyway. It's a 25-pound boat anchor you don't need to lug around. And we focused on hitting hard, armoring up, beefing everything up, and just doing the two core things really well. Drive fast and hit hard. And it's doing great. We're loving it.
It's amazing. I have a list of questions that we had planned, and I have to check it.
You're doing great.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you.
Will's favorite drink is Diet Coke, if that's what you're wondering. Diet Coke is his preferred drink.
So BattleBots has just kind of become a hobby for you over the years.
Absolutely.
Is it the best part of the year for you?
It's both the most stressful and the most fun part of the year.
It's 100%. These 2 weeks are the most fun, the hardest I'll ever work. Sorry, boss. But 18-hour days, and we are just busting butt. Like 8 a.m. to midnight every single day, but I would not do it with anybody else. This is the best team to be on.
That's awesome, and that's got to feel great to hear as well.
Yeah, it's good. I'll give you your $20 later.
Okay, thank you.
That's awesome. Last season, we talked to teams and we're like, hey, how do you practice? Because these weapons are ridiculous. It's barely safe to do this at all, and most of them are like, we don't have time. Everything's too fast on a timeline. Hypershock is known for being really, really fast and just extremely maneuverable in the BattleBox. How do you practice?
For the most part, that's kind of true. Although in the off season, we did get last year's robot really dialed in. And so I was driving that around in the parking lot, practicing my donuts.
Nice.
And getting a really good feel for it. We also made the wheelbase a little bit longer, so it actually is easier to drive now. It's a little less likely to oversteer.
Okay.
Growing up, my thing before BattleBots was RC cars, and so I got really facile with the pistol grip style controller, and that's what I use. And so I think that helps a lot.
Has there been a bot that you came into the season seeing all your neighbors in the pits that you've been kind of wary of or watching out for, or has there been one that you really, really wanted to fight?
Oh, I know my answer. Flip is absolutely amazing. Flip has blown me away.
I love it.
They are this magical black box of flippiness that we don't understand what Aaron Hill puts inside of it. Aaron is a mad genius. It's amazing.
Flip is witchcraft. But I think my favorite to win the whole tournament right now is Sawblaze.
That's right. Okay. We talked to Sawblaze, and they're looking really good this season.
It looks so good.
They've been getting better all the time.
Jameson's an incredible driver.
And they have the passion for this, just like you and everyone else in this pit. Like, it's amazing to talk to them. If you had to choose like your next fight, if you could choose anyone in this pit right now, who would you guys just throw Hypershock at right now?
Oh, that's tough. You know,
I don't know.
We're feeling pretty good. You know, one of these days, I know we're gonna have to fight Witch Doctor. And they're such good friends. We have very similar robots. You know, they're 4-wheel drive. They have a spinning thing on the front.
Sure.
But the ethos, the design style, and the driving style is so different.
Movement,
It'd be very interesting to see the two robots fight each other.
I would be really, really excited to see that. So you think, does Andrea and Mike know?
We keep dreading it. Like, I don't want it, but please do not give me that fight. But we're all curious to see what would happen. You know?
That's incredible. This season, we're in Las Vegas. Have you guys enjoyed being here instead of Long Beach?
Well, it's a dry heat. But to be fair, BattleBots has done a wonderful job. This place is air conditioned. Everybody's super chilly here. It's fantastic. Outside is brutal. We have never been this close to the arena. Our hotel is just right across the street. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because someone's going to show up, so don't air this until later. It's been better than expected, so it's been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's great to have everybody back together. I like how close the pits are to the arena and how the whole dynamics are working. I see this as a potentially real permanent home for everything, and I know BattleBots does, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it's also different this year because you have an audience.
Yes, boy, did we miss the audience. It's so much nicer to have fans back. It's a certain feeling that you just don't get otherwise. You know, you don't have other builders making custom LED signs for your robot. And that's a special part that we missed last year because of all the restrictions. And we're happy to have fans back because in a lot of ways, that's the best part.
Guys, this has been Will and Gary with Hypershock for Season 6 of BattleBots. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys. Bye everybody.